Hi, I'm Kotryna Garanasvili, and I'm very happy to read for World Good Lit from LittleApples of Eden, my translation from Lithuanian, published by Kurumuru Books. This book was written by Bitė Vilimaitė, who is an absolute Lithuanian classic. She wrote for both children and adults and is greatly beloved to this day. It's extra special to come back to this work as a translator because I read it as a child and it stayed with me since then. The original edition was published in 1981 and this is what it looks like, and its Lithuanian title is Rojaus Obuoliukai. The English edition is illustrated by Marija Smirnovaitė, who created the cover as well as many beautiful illustrations inside the book, such as this one. LittleApples of Eden follows Elzė, an 8-year-old heroine who moves to the countryside with her father, and they both go through many adventures as they discover a new life there. It's meant for readers 7 and above, which includes adults as well. So the story is told in a series of vignettes, and I'm going to read one of my favorites, which is called The Marble Tabletop. First, I'm going to read a short extract in Lithuanian, just a paragraph to give you a taste of what the language sounds like, and then I'm going to read the English translation. So here's the Lithuanian version. Marmurinis stalelio viršus. Ta vasarą pas Elzę dažnai užeidavo girininko vaikai Atthe ir Jurgelis. Jie žaisdavo daržiniai, šokinėdavo nuo balko į šieną ir kaskart siūbuodavo pakabintai sukabinti dalgiai. Vaikai nė nenutuokdavo, koks pavojus jiems gresia. Kartais eidavo maudytis, tačiau upelis buvo labai nusekęs. Upelio pakrantėse augo didžiuliai gervuogynai. Rinkdami gervuogės, vaikai kruvinai susibraižydavo rankas ir kojas. Lyjant, vaikai žaisdavo viduj. Šitas paslaptingas namas buvo iki galo neištyrinėtas. And now I'm going to read from my English translation. The Marble Tabletop. That summer, Atthe and Jurgelis, the forester's children, often came over to spend time with Elzė. They played in the barn, jumping down from the loft into the hay, skives swinging lazily from the ceiling. The children had no idea what danger they were in. Occasionally they'd go for a swim, but the stream had shallowed and thick brambles were growing on both banks. Their hands and legs bled from being prickled by bushes. On rainy days, they played inside. There were plenty of unexplored corners in Elzė's mysterious house. A dark storeroom was full to the brim with ancient things. A spinning wheel, a butter churn, some musty sheepskins, old cairn stones, chests, dismantled beds, and broken bicycles. Jurgelis always found something special amongst the clutter. He showed Elzė a pair of clogs, a beautifully carved flail, a picnic hamper. He also liked to climb into the attic. The rafters were stuffed with chaff and rags of clothes from long ago generations. A ram's skull was perched atop of bags of wool, which Jurgelis used as punching bags. In the corner of the attic was an old table with sky blue marble top. Even on the hottest summer day, the top stayed cool to the touch. Jurgelis was mesmerized by it. Elzė folded her hands over her chest like Praxeda, gravely nodding her head. I know you want it, she said, but I need it for myself. This table used to belong to an aristocratic family. It's Italian, you see? She managed to lug the table down from the attic to the living room. On very hot days, she would ask Jurgelis to place his hand on its marble top so he could feel its coolness. One day, Jurgelis bluntly asked her for the table. He would have been happy with even the smallest piece of that sky blue polished marble, flecked with mysterious veins. Asta, who was older than both of them, told her brother off. But after a while, she declared she wouldn't set foot in Elzė's house for as long as that awful old table was there. At that, Elzė merrily smiled. Jurgelis couldn't control his passionate 9-year-old heart. That table with the marble top tore them apart. Asta stopped coming over entirely. Jurgelis came alone instead. He had no control over his fancies. He thought it would be easy to come round and pay no attention to the sky blue marble, but his eyes inevitably strayed in that direction. Eventually, Asta told her mother everything. Jurgelis was forbidden from ever seeing Elzė again. Now Elzė was alone once more. Placing her hand on the marble, she felt it heat up. The summer went by in a flash. Elzė went to school and saw Jurgelis, but he refused to sit with her. He chose to sit with Valentinas Pruskus instead. Between classes, he shot a small crowd chick with a slingshot, right in front of her. She knew he was no longer the sweet, amiable Jurgelis. He insisted everyone call him Joe. Joe the hunter, Joe the pathfinder, Joe the soldier. Neither he nor Asta would ever visit Elzė again. Where did that girl go? Her golden-haired friend? Elzė's father asked. I don't know why she doesn't come around here anymore, she murmured. And her brother, the one who loved you so much? He loved me? Elzė glared at the blasted table. She remembered everything. He did love you, he did. All the beautiful things whispered to her as they lay on the shelf, all of them discovered by Jurgelis. She remembered his eyes, sky blue like the marble tabletop. The memory of him leaving for the last time was too sad to bear. Head bowed, shoulders hunched, like a soldier who had lost a battle. I promise this has a happy ending, and thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the book.